What's up, Sports Creek? I'm Haley.
And I'm Mackenzie. Today is Thursday, May 21st, and you're watching Quarantine.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Happy birthday to Emily Hine, Imogen Lawrence, Emily Slater, and Alexis Wisniewski. We hope you have a great day. Seniors, cap and gown pickup is Friday, May 29th in the high school circle. There will also be a senior clap-out celebration at 8:20 p.m., which is 2020 in military time that same evening. A free prom will take place on July 18th at the Cage, with graduation ceremonies happening the following day on July 19th. More details will be coming soon for both events. Juniors, our next story is for you. We know that quarantine has been stressful for everyone, but for juniors, the stress of applying for college adds another layer to quarantine. ITC reporter Grace Carney has an update on how the college application process is changing as a result of coronavirus.
Since all K-12 schools in Michigan have switched to online learning for the rest of the school year, there have been a lot of questions about college. For example, how will applying for college look different next year? I reached out to Mrs. Bessela for more information.
Hi, Dragons. For those of you who are juniors this year, it's a pretty stressful time because you're looking at what this semester looks like for you. A lot of schools in the state have already said that they're going to be test optional next year. So what that means is that they're not going to be requiring an SAT or an ACT score from you. That does mean, though, that if you want to receive some sort of merit-based scholarship, if your GPA is really strong, then you really should take the SAT test and report your score if you are happy with it. A lot of schools will extend that time that they'll be accepting those scores and awarding those merit-based scholarships because they know we're all in the same boat. So for those of you who are taking the pass on your report card for this year, on your transcript for this year, don't freak out. There's nothing to worry about. Universities have already said, we know it looks like the world stopped. The best thing for you to do as a junior, if you know there are certain schools that you are interested in attending, look at Instagram, contact me or your counselor, and find out who the admissions reps are for those places. The other thing to keep in mind is that learning has not stopped. So just because you might be taking a pass for your class, you should still be engaging in those classes because it's just going to give you a leg up when we return to school in the fall. And for those of you who are continuing that learning, you're at an advantage. There's more opportunities for you when your grades are solid, when you're actively engaged, when you're participating. So if you have any questions about admissions, reach out to your counselors. I can put you in contact with any of the admissions reps from any of the universities and colleges that we have in the state. There will be a virtual college fair on May 5th to the 7th. So hopefully you guys can tune in for that. We'll share that out with you as well. So if you have any questions, just reach out to us.
Even though learning online may be stressful for some of us, just remember we're all in this together and we're all going to get through this. Good luck, Creek.
Thanks, Grace. The school is now accepting nominations for Teacher of the Year. Please nominate a teacher that has gone above and beyond to help you succeed. Nominations can be emailed to Mr. Suhanik. All nominations are due next Tuesday, May 26th, and need to be accompanied by a comment explaining why you are nominating that teacher. Students in every grade level can nominate a teacher, so hurry and get your nomination submitted. 3 months ago, most of us would have welcomed some time off. Most of us couldn't wait for spring break so we could get away from school. But after 3 months away and 1 month of online learning, that sentiment has changed for many Dragons. ITC reporter Katie Lawson took some time to find out if our students are interested in continuing online in the fall or if they'd rather school return to normal.
It has now been 2 months since we've been out of school and 1 month into online learning. We asked students, are they interested in going back to school in the fall and do they think it's going to be any different? Here are their responses.
If school were to start back up in the fall, I would definitely consider going because I don't learn as well online as I do in person. However, I do think they would have to make changes to the way we get dismissed and walk to our next classes because there's so many people in the hallways. And we obviously wouldn't have pep assemblies or school dances. Or big crowds like that.
I am interested in going back to school in the fall because I do miss getting to see my friends throughout the day. That was always a good part about school. And I also feel like I can't get as much work done when I'm at home because of procrastination. I do think things are going to be different in the fall because like we have to get back on our feet after quarantine and corona. So yeah, things will definitely be different when we go back.
How do you feel about going back to school in the fall?
Thanks, Katie. This week, all Dragon families received a survey asking for their preference for learning options for the fall. Tell us your opinion. Do you want to continue with online classes, or would you rather go to in-person classes? Let us know on Instagram at Into the Creek. The ITC yearbook staff is excited to announce that the yearbook distribution will take place next Friday at Cap and Gown Pickup. There are a limited number of books still available for sale. Please go to intothecreek.com today to reserve your book before they sell out. There is some good news regarding quarantine. As of this morning, Governor Whitmer has announced that gatherings of 10 or less are allowed under her new order. Starting tomorrow, voluntary medical procedures and veterinary appointments are allowed, and beginning next week, auto dealers and some retail shops will be allowed to operate with 10 or fewer people in the showroom. Unfortunately, restaurants and barbershops are not included in this order, so no change there. Please continue to practice social distancing, wearing a mask in public, and washing your hands often. That's all we have for you today, Creek. Have a thrilling Thursday.